So, for today's discussion, I'd like to focus on how to know what your soul is trying to tell you. Our souls are the most truthful part of ourselves. Our souls have all the answers that we need. The soul knows exactly what abundance is, it knows exactly how to access abundance, and it knows what love is. It knows how to be peaceful, how to be happy, joyful, creative, and everything that we desire to be. So, why can't we always access this precious information that our souls have locked away? Why does it often seem so difficult to access our soul wisdom? There's just so much noise out there that distracts us from being able to tune into our own voice and our own truth, that we often doubt ourselves or push aside our feelings and our values and our desires. The mind is often battling the soul, and the mind gets caught up in ego-based fears and worry and stress and the anxiety of everyday life. So it's extremely important to take time to quiet the mind. As hard as it is to take this time out, it's what really helps and enables the mind to surrender, to let go of all the thoughts racing around in our heads. With the computer and the smartphone and email and all the communication systems that we have, which are absolutely amazing, and which create endless possibilities for creativity and abundance in this world, they also often create this sort of hyperactivity of the mind, and that makes it even more difficult than ever to switch off and to hear what our souls are telling us. So, there are a few steps that I'd like to share today for how to begin tuning into your soul's voice and how to hear what your soul is desperately trying to tell you. Because your soul is trying to get your attention all the time. And what I'm going to show you is actually a meditation process, and you can either do this right now along with me, or you can just listen and then go back and do this another time whenever you feel ready. So, the first step in listening to your soul and hearing what your soul has to tell you is to quiet your mind. And to do this requires sitting quietly and focusing on your breath, centering yourself, grounding yourself, and clearing your head of any extraneous clutter, surrendering any thoughts that are swirling around, and just tuning in to your body as you continue focusing on your breath, so that you can begin to feel and sense and hear your inner truth. And while you're in this quiet state of being, start to focus on all the things that bring you immense joy within your life, that make you light up inside, from the small things to the big things. Everything from watching your favorite TV show, to reading a good book, to spending time with your family, to making a big breakthrough in your career, or working on a project that's meaningful to you. It can be anything in any area of your life. If for some reason you find it difficult to think of something that's happening currently, then go back to a time when you felt carefree and joyful and blissful, when you were so caught up in the moment that you didn't have a care in the world. This might be a time from childhood when you were doing arts and crafts or playing in the park, some activity where you were just so happy and so on top of the world, and you felt complete freedom. And just stay with those feelings for a little while. Feel everything about those sensations of joy, freedom, and bliss. Go into as much detail as you can about this memory or about whatever it is in your life currently that brings you this immense feeling of joy. Visualize it and feel it in every part of your body. Now I'd like you to anchor this feeling of joy and bliss and this carefree feeling by giving it a name. You can call it whatever you'd like. It can be called your happy place. You can use your name, like Rachel's happy place, or you can call it your amazing bliss, or whatever feels right to you. But make sure to give it a name, and a name that you'll remember, so that from now on you can tune into this happy place, this happy memory, this sensation, anytime that you like. You can say to yourself, I'm going to my amazing bliss, or my magical zone, or whatever wonderful name you come up with. And now, anytime you meditate, or anytime during the day, when you have a few moments of peace and quiet, go to this happy, blissful, joyful place energetically, transport yourself there, and tune in to the wonderful, warm, glowing, beautiful sensations that this memory and this visualization, this sensation gives you. And that is your soul talking to you. Those feelings of bliss are your soul speaking loudly and clearly. Anytime you feel bliss, joy, peace, beauty, all of these wonderful emotions, that is your truth. That is your soul speaking its truth. The more you connect with this part of you, this joyful part of you, these amazing emotions, the more you will be able to sense your soul nudging you in these directions. Whenever you feel negativity, whenever you feel drained of energy, whenever it feels like things are an uphill struggle, then you know you're actually moving farther and farther away from your truth. And that's actually the opposite of what your soul desires. The more time you spend with this wonderful, soulful part of yourself, the more you will radiate this freedom, this joy, and this bliss, and it will start to become more natural to you, and you will be able to sense when you're getting off track a bit and when you're actually getting away from it, so that you can steer yourself quickly back on track and be able to hear what your soul is telling you. Your soul is calling you. So go listen to your soul and go find your bliss. Don't forget to leave a comment below about your experience of today's Soul Wisdom session. Thank you so much for joining me and sending you blessings, love, and light. Until next time.